Welcome, everybody, to Cornubia Sports Complex as Nothing But Net Media presents to you another QBL 2016 matchup between the Logan Thunder and the Townsville Flames. I'm John Guarna. Today I'm joined by former Southwest Metro Pirates head coach Luke Peterson. Luke, we've got two great matchups kicking things off this afternoon with the ladies.
Yeah, it's a really good matchup here to be able to come out and have two games with teams that are almost identical on the ladder, with the men really being first and second, and then the women here both fighting for that third spot. It's just a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
And the women's game, this is the third matchup of the weekend for Townsville. They come into today having won those first two games, Friday night versus the Gold Coast, last night versus Southwest. What kind of toll does that take on a team playing a third game 3 days in a row, especially a mid-afternoon, Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, 3 games is always tough. There's the mental element to it as well as the physical element, just backing up again and again. At least, you know, the 3 games that they've played, they haven't got that long drive in between, like when the southern teams head up and play Cairns, Townsville or Rocky Mackay. So I think that actually still makes it a bit tougher. But we only play 2, so that third game, it's going to be a challenge. Yeah,
today's matchup in the women's game matches up 2 of the top scorers in the competition. For Logan, you've got Kate Gaze, who was on fire a few weeks ago, has kind of cooled down. And then for Townsville, you've got Natalie Novosel, 2 WNBL talents doing battle here. It should be exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You know, I was just looking through the stats at home today before I came in and just see where they're standing. And, you know, obviously that jumped out at me more than anything. So looking forward to seeing how those 2 go and drive their teams home.
Yeah, what do you do if you're a Townsville to try and slow down Kate Gaze? We've seen the last few weeks teams double teaming. Brisbane really kind of face guarded Kate Gaze to keep the ball out of her hands.
Yeah, look, obviously that's one thing you want to do. I would say obviously keep the ball out of her hands. It's too late once she's got it, because we know that she's going to find a shot one way or the other once she's got that ball in her hands. With Michaela Donnelly being out today, that's a little more shadowing that you can do off the ball, because that's one less threat on the floor for the Thunder. But you look at the rest of their scoring, and it is fairly spread. They've got sort of 3 or 4 players always averaging around that double-digit mark, so you can't leave too much because they've got others that can step up and hurt you.
And for Logan, how do you match up with Natalie Novosel? I know that's, most teams have been struggling with that so far this season.
Look, I think in Logan's case, they can probably be a little more bold because the scoring spread for Townsville isn't quite the same. So if they can really take that away from Natalie and say who's going to step up here, it's, as you said, game 3 of the weekend. I'd be trying to say, well, we're going to make someone else beat us today.
And Logan usually plays at their best when they're playing up tempo, so that could play in their favor today, especially against the Townsville team that comes in on the third game of a triple header. So be interesting to see who does what here today. Getting set to tip, that's Sky Reese, and it is won by Reese.
Yeah, if Logan can push that tempo early, you know, the gains mightn't come in the first or second quarter, but as they wear the other Townsville down, you know, if they can keep themselves tight, they might be able to roll over them late in the second half.
You see Gaze double teamed right away, goes away from it, finds Reese on the baseline. Ball moved around the perimeter to Cassie Smith. Her 3-point shot is an air ball.
It was good ball movement, so they did what the staff would have been wanting them to see, but just a poor finish there on that occasion.
And here's Novosel handling the ball for Townsville. Going into the block, that's Ainsley Walsh. Excuse me, that was Gallagher. 3-point attempt is good there.
Yeah, not even a challenge on that shot. They were 2 or 3 feet away, no hand up, and made to pay for that sort of effort.
Yeah, so the Flames hit their first 3-pointer as Chevy Palvast, who hits the 3. Long jumper by Gaze is missed. Palvast comes up with it. And now Novosel bringing the ball up court for Townsville.
And Palvast is Townsville's second leading scorer, so really no excuse for them to not be aware of her abilities.
Good baseline reverse layup there for Townsville. That's a 5-0 lead to start the game. Sherry Gallagher with the bucket there for Townsville. It's interesting now, we quite often talk about Logan's versatility as we see Cassie Smith running the point in place of Michaela Donnelly. Yeah. And a good bucket there by Ambrose.
Yeah, they did a really good job isolating on the block for that shot.
3-point bucket is good for Letitia Hustler. The captain of Townsville gives the Flames a 6-point lead, 8-2.
Interesting to see what Logan do to respond with 2 open 3s already given up there.
Gaze has it with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pulls up for a long 2, which is strong. Good rebound there by Hustler, the captain. Gets it off to Palvas. Palvas, though, loses the ball. Ambrose comes up with it for Logan. So, way to slow things down there in transition for Logan.
Yeah, good job getting back on defensive transition. They really need to start moving a lot more down here at this end, though. That ball got stuck last time.
Gaze has it. Cassie Smith wants it on the block. She gets it with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Spins to her right. Throws up the jumper. It's no good. But she's fouled on the play. So Cassie Smith will go to line for 2 shots. Picking up the first team foul for Townsville is Letitia Hustler.
Look, there is some advantage down there for Logan if they can find a bit of space to put their bigs in a one-on-one position. So we've seen it this trip and then where Ambrose scored a couple of possessions ago as well. And it's something that they could certainly focus on. I'm going to give them high percentage shots with Townsville certainly keyed in on the three-point line with their defense so far.
Smith goes 1 of 2. So it's an 8-3 lead here early for Townsville. Gallagher hands off for Palvest. Putting the ball on the deck on at Ambrose. The bucket drops. It's going to be counted, and she's fouled. So it looked like Palvest just flipped one up there because she felt the contact, and she got the call from the refs.
A little bit of a soft call and a very generous continuation.
Yeah, but good aggressive play there for Palvest, putting the ball on the deck, going right at the defense. She finishes with the free throw, so it's now 11-3 here for Townsville. Gotta like the effort, though. You don't just give up on the play because of contact. You throw it up, and if you get the bucket and it counts, why not, right?
Absolutely. You know, I like the read to start the play, that after being given too much space early, Logan tightened it right up, but tightened it up and exposed the driving lane.
Yeah, big block there from Townsville. Kate Gay's got the nice look off the backdoor cut. Good help defense from the Flames. Smith inbounds now for Gaze, who fires the jump shot. That's good.
Yeah, very well executed inbound there. Nice clean screen. Not a lot of space for Gaze, but that's all she needs.
Novosel with a little in and out dribble out to the captain, Hustler. Three-point shot is no good.
Yeah, not quite the same set shot that she took earlier when she made it. This time trying to come in off the bounce and a little off balance.
Gaze off the dribble, no good. Novosel comes down with the defensive rebound. Novosel is yet to get on the score sheet here, but her team is up 6, 11-5 here. With about 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Now Novosel gets it on the block, guarded by Taylor. She's triple team now. Tries to step through. They're going to call a defensive foul here. Going to give that one to Taylor. Courtney Taylor picking up her first. That's Logan's second team foul. Long inbounds now. Townsville really controlling the pace here. I think they're really controlling the game so far here early, doing really whatever they want. Inside pass is blocked by Smith, and she saves it. Good block there by Cassie Smith on Sherry Gallagher.
Yeah, great play there. Townsville certainly have been dictating the play at both ends. Logan playing very reactionary based on what Townsville's showing them.
Reese putting the ball on the deck, tries to step through, kicks it out for Taylor. There's 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Cassie Smith, baseline jump shot is strong. Rebound goes to Gallagher, who kicks ahead. Now Palvest has it going right at the defense. Flips one up and in. Nice transition bucket there from Townsville.
Really good turn of pace. So far that third game effect not showing too much, with Townsville being the one to push the ball better.
Yeah, it's quite, we see this quite often. The team playing that third game comes out a little bit more focused as Reese fires a long 2, which is good. But I think that's, you're playing your third game in 3 days. You just get that rhythm. You kind of step on the court in rhythm.
That's true. Obviously, I'd say they had a lighter training session before coming down this week, and so their bodies are used to pushing hard there, and that's a night off they've had, so there's still something in the tank. But it's that late third, fourth quarter that the leagues start feeling it, not here in the first.
Here goes Novosel to the rim. Left-handed layup is good. It's off a Gallagher offensive rebound.
Yeah, closed out to her outside shoulder there, and so she's ripped through, gone straight up the key. Help came, but just too late with a player like Novosel. Look how deep we're seeing these catches from Logan on those reversals. So able to get up and in.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Gaze is forced to flip one up. That's strong. Rebound goes to Palvas. Palvas going to go 1-on-3 here. Goes right at Reese, flips it up, no good. Ambrose with the rebound. Coach Walmsley wanted the foul call there. He didn't get it.
No, it's probably a good no call there.
Ambrose throws one that's way off. And Novosel going to slow things down. Going to run a horn set here. I like that. Bit of a rush shot, though, by Ambrose.
Yeah, when you've had 2 or 3 possessions where the ball hasn't moved at all, players aren't touching, you do often see players that haven't had a touch in a while just getting it up when they get the chance.
Walsh 3-point bucket is good, and Coach Williams is going to take a timeout for the Logan Thunder with 4:04 to go in the first quarter. Thunder trailing Townsville 18-7. Take a quick break with you, and we'll come back shortly with more QBL action here on Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to Cornubia Sports Complex as the Logan Thunder are trailing the Townsville Flames 18-7 with about 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Luke, Townsville come out pretty much doing whatever they want. Logan looks a bit rusty here. Good timeout by Coach Williams.
It was a very necessary one. We'll just see how effective it was and what they can turn off it as this play resumes.
A bit of full court, but no, not real pressure there from Townsville. Just a different look as Gaze gets wide open. Top of the key, 3 is good.
Yeah, that said already, we had a lot more player movement from Logan, good post presentation, and then Gaze with by far the most open look she's seen tonight.
Novosel inside, can't get the bucket to fall, but she's fouled, so she'll go to line for 2 shots. That's Taylor's second personal foul. So Courtney Taylor picking up the second. See if Coach Williams goes to the bench. He does, so checking in for Logan will be Carly Patrick. Novosel hits the first.
And Novosel drawing both of those fouls on Taylor as well, so just her pressure on it.
So hits them both, so the lead is now double. It's 20-10. Patrick going to check in for Taylor. See if Patrick gets the matchup with Novosel. So it is a bit of a press. I don't know. Yeah, I always wonder why teams pick up full court, but then they don't keep it. As O'Brien comes in and hits the bucket, but why would you pick up full court if you're not going to maintain the pressure?
Look, in that situation, there was no real true point guard on the floor for them, so I think it just wanting to see who he's going to bring the ball up, what sort of position, eat a few seconds on the clock.
Walsh misses the 3. Great offensive rebound there by Gallagher. She has it now, swings it around. Now Palvest has it at the free throw line. Jump shot is a bit too strong, and O'Brien comes down with the rebound. Yeah, Logan has no real true point guard on the court. They're going to get the foul call there on Letitia Hustler, but they do have quite a few players who can handle the ball.
Absolutely. In that case, in that example, we saw Gaze bring it up herself and push it. Ended up drawing the foul.
They call a foul there. It looks like that one also is going to go on Hustler.
Now, see, that ball to me hadn't been inbounded. I just don't understand this rule on unsportsmanlike fouls when the ball's not in play. It seems to occasionally get called at key moments, but in general, I don't know, it was just a normal foul.
Yeah, I don't know the call, why they did it. I think it was just.
It was a clear foul. I could see her, grabbing the player, cutting towards the rim, but I just don't understand the interpretation of that automatic unsportsmanlike that's supposed to be called.
Ambrose throws up a wild one. It's missed. Novosel tried to throw it off of the Logan player, but went out of bounds off Novosel. So Logan will have it again along the baseline with 9 seconds to go on the shot clock and about 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah. Townsville doing a good job of disrupting that play there after Logan's early success off their inbound.
So Smith again getting set. She inbounds long out to Gaze. Top of the key, 3 is up, and that's way short. Good rebound here by Novosel. She's off and running. Good transition defense, but Novosel goes away from the D. A lot of contact. She finishes through the contact. Natalie Novosel with the tough bucket.
Yeah, they had a great job. They took her to the sideline, at the double team, but then just gave Novosel back the middle. And we've already seen that her ability to go cross back with her left hand and finish there is strong. You've got to keep it trapped.
Smith's going to fire a wing three. That's good from Cassie Smith. So the lead now cut to 7. That's a big bucket for Smith. They're going to need a big game from her tonight.
That's right. With Donnelly's absence, they're looking for players to step up. Really good ball movement on that possession, which is what led to Smith getting that open three.
Hustler draws the foul there on Bridget O'Brien. That's 4 team fouls for the Thunder. Townsville going to the bench for the first time tonight. Checking into the game is Haley Andrews for the captain, Letitia Hustler. And Ambrose checks out, and checking in for Logan is Ula Matuga. Here's the matchup we wanted to see. Novosel one-on-one with Gay. She crosses over left, goes to the left hand, flips up a wild one. It's no good. Matuga looked like she might have got a piece of that one.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of hand on there.
Now Smith, right wing three is good. Back-to-back threes for Cassie Smith. Cuts the lead to 4. That's a great bucket there. Nice transition basket for Logan. They need to get a few more of that, a few more of those transition offense going.
So it'll be interesting to see now with back-to-back threes, or whether they are looking to find that hot hand again here.
Yeah, Smith, great bounce pass to Carly Patrick. Was a little bit behind her, and Patrick traveled, but it's a great look and a nice aggressive play there from Cassie Smith.
Yeah, love the pass up the floor. Just unfortunate that she couldn't reel it in for the easy layup that she would have had.
It was a good catch. It was just a little bit behind her, causing her to travel.
Yeah, if she'd gone up, I think they were going to let the Stiffs go, but then when she put it back down, it's like 2 plus the dribble, no.
Good defense and good hands there by O'Brien, knocking the Palvast pass out of bounds. So 15 seconds to go on the shot clock, about 1:12 to go in the quarter here.
Yeah, Logan's defense has been active today, which has been a plus for them.
Andrews putting the ball on the deck, going left. Hands off for Palvast. Palvast cross-court pass for Walsh. Thinks about it, moves it around to Novosel. Wing three is up and short. Fight for the rebound. Cassie Smith, who's the captain today, gets the rebound, and then she's fouled.
That was a good defensive set from Logan. Interesting to see Townsville trapping there hard on Smith on that rebound. And could have come up with dividends, but reaching in and catching her on the arm as she tried to make that pass.
Yeah, Smith kind of got herself into trouble there. She's turned into the double team at that time.
Yeah, took that one dribble, picked it up, had herself trapped there in the backcourt.
Referee is just checking with the score bench on the clock, confirming that it's fine. Oh, bench gonna have a quick chat again with the referees here. We've got, I've got about 56 seconds on my clock here on the production panel. They've got about 57 on the screen, on the big screen here, and then it's 22 seconds to go on the shot clock. So maybe they're talking shot clock, maybe.
I would assume so. Although there was a foul there, should be no reset because it's above 14 seconds, but they've just pushed it back to the 24 anyway.
Smith has her pocket picked, but Novosel can't recover. Smith gets it back, kicks it ahead for Gaze in the corner. 3 is up and good. It's a 1-point game now as the Logan Thunder find their 3-point shot.
All that fuss over 2 shot clock seconds, and that shot goes up after 2.
And then Gallagher gets fouled there by O'Brien. O'Brien thought that she got the block. The referee is going to say she got a piece of the arm, and that's going to be 2 personal fouls there on Bridget O'Brien. O'Brien, a very important player, coming off the bench for Logan. That's no good if she's in foul trouble. Immediately, Coach Williams goes to the bench and reinserts Sky Reese.
Yeah, a couple of Thunder players now on the 2 fouls. But as the first quarter draws to a close, as long as they can keep it clean early in the second, not too much of a worry.
So Gallagher's first free throw is good, so the lead is up to 2. Checking in for the Flames, that's Anna Mackay. Second one by Gallagher is good as well, so it's a 24-21 lead. Bit of pressure here again from Townsville. Good defense by Mackay. Smith has it on the wing. Good pass inside from Matuga. Baseline jump shot is strong. Fighting for the rebound and coming down with it is Sherry Gallagher. Townsville can hold for the final shot here. Natalie Novosel is going to hold off and time her attack perfectly.
That's it, look at her to go around that 8-second mark.
Here she goes, off the screen by Gallagher. She's met by Reese. Novosel goes at the triple team. It's blocked, but there's a foul called. Novosel wanted it called a bit earlier than that. Foul's going to go on Carly Patrick.
Almost lucky for the refs that they ended up with the second foul, because it was a clear blocking foul on the show on that on ball, with Novosel being jolted back a couple of feet. But attacked that triple team that they gave her down on the block and easily picked up the foul.
Novosel misses the first. There is about 3 seconds to go on the game clock. Novosel hits the second, so Logan does have some time to get a shot off here. It's inbound to Matuga. She throws up a three-quarter court pass. It's just off the backboard there. That's the end of the first quarter. It was a good one, 25-21 here at Logan. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some stats for you here on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to Cornubia Sports Complex here in Logan as the Logan Thunder trail the Townsville Flames 25-21. John Guarna here with Luke Peterson. It was a very good first quarter there. Townsville came out on fire. Coach Williams called the timeout, and then from there out, Logan won that quarter. They're only down 4 now. Yeah,
it was a really entertaining quarter. Obviously, Townsville coming out firing, like you talked about before, that momentum that you can build over a 3-game stretch there, that they certainly had no rust coming in with plenty of game time. But Logan did a good job. They weren't daunted by that early margin, came back and now only down in the 4.
25-21 the lead. We have to take a quick look at some stats. Leading the way for Logan is Kate Gaze with 8 points, and Cassie Smith has 7.
Yeah, Cassie Smith, those back-to-back threes, keeping herself right in the race there.
Then if we can have a quick look at the Townsville stats.
Yeah, we've got Palvas leading the way on 8, and Novosel just behind on 7 as well.
Yeah, so all 5 starters for Townsville got on the board. So pretty balanced attack, like you said in the pregame. Townsville kind of getting contributions from everybody.
Yeah, that's right. They've spread it there well. Of interest, though, 3 of those Townsville starters did play the whole quarter, and so we'll be interesting to see how they do tire in the game. And then the other 2, one only having 39 seconds of rest and one just under 2 minutes. So a lot of ball being played.
Novosel Luzic comes up wincing. Let's hope she's okay. And Gallagher gets on the floor. She's going to get called for the personal foul. That's her second personal for Sherry Gallagher. And immediately, Coach Walmsley goes to the bench, reinserting Letitia Hustler, who also has, no, she's only got the 1. So, good move. I like the quick hook. You get an important player with their second foul. Give them a bit of a breather because, good steal here by Townsville. Can't recover, though. That's Mackay trying to save it out of bounds. Smith going to fire another 3. That's good. And it's a 1-point lead for Townsville.
Yeah, great look there. When it comes to that quick hook, I'm not so sure. If you were due for a sub shortly anyway, don't risk getting another one. But if you weren't planning on it, well, what's the difference between a foul being called there if we get another one now or in 2 or 3 minutes' time? Either way, they're off the court for you. So I'm more of that Jeff Van Gundy school of leave them play a little.
Did you just compare yourself to JVG? Great, one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Certainly just saying his school of thought is something that I would agree with.
No, I had to get my next guy in there for us. Thanks for that, lining me up. I appreciate it. Palvas at the line, misses the first one. It's she's a pretty good talent, Chevy Palvas, as she hits the second.
Yeah, she's got a versatile game. Has already shown this afternoon how she can shoot the 3 and put it on the floor. And then obviously has been great for Townsville leading the break as well. So as she continues to develop, it's going to really be a great player.
Gaze has it now, top of the key, gets a screen from Matuga. They're going to call Ula Matuga with the offensive foul and call her for the moving pick. She didn't like the call. I didn't really like the call either.
I didn't get a great look at it to see any movement, which makes me think there might not have been much. Certainly no more than what I've seen on any other screen here this afternoon.
Good pass inside for Hustler. Hits Palvast, who puts the ball on the deck. Skip pass out to Novacell. Now out to Hustler. Wing 3 is strong. Tipping it is Sky Reese to Matuga. Gaze now. Kind of running a bit of the point here. Matuga going right at Palvast. Sets the screen now for Smith. Top of the key for Reese. Top 3-point attempt. Hit the string up there. I thought that'd be out of bounds, but they didn't blow the call. Now Novacell has it over to Mackay. Jump shot is off. Matuga snatches the rebound away from Hustler. Now Patrick inside for Reese, who's wide open. Layup is good, and we're knotted at 26. You see Logan again capitalizing in transition. Well,
you're saying there again, I was actually just thinking as they headed down court, we haven't seen much pushing from Logan today, and that was, Townsville didn't have the numbers back. They're struggling to get there. I'd like to see Logan doing more of that because I think there's room for them to get some easy buckets.
So Letitia Hustler gets called for the foul there. I said again because the few times that they have got out in transition, that it has led to easy buckets for them. The few times we have seen them, it seems to end up in points. So like you say, they need to kind of push the ball. I think, you kind of have to take the advantage of a team playing their third game in 3 days.
That's it. They're not going to get tired unless you make them run that 90 feet every single trip up and down the floor. And, they're getting great results from it early when they do it.
Palvast on the block, spins away from the defense and flips it up and in. Gee, that's a smooth-looking jump shot there from Palvast.
Yeah, I really enjoy watching play like that when she was just so balanced, used the pivot well, and elevated.
How about Scarry stopping and popping, and we're going back and forth here. It's tied up again now at 28.
Yeah, it wasn't the fast break, but that was still clearly another transition bucket. The Logan player trailing the ball through the middle, getting the easy layup of it.
Mackay going to the bucket, gets fouled. I think that one's going to go on Sky Reese, so that's going to be Reese's first personal. It's the first team foul for Logan. Going to the line for 2 shots. I keep saying Mackay, but that's Haley Andrews, so apologies, Haley.
Well, if Logan can find a way to keep Townsville out of the middle, it could really change things because they've gotten so many looks and so many trips to the foul line, being able to cross over their defenders and get deep penetration up the middle.
Yeah, it's Logan is kind of struggling a little bit in transition themselves.
Yeah, look,
defensively at least, I should say.
Yeah, that's right. Townsville have done a good job pushing the ball, and in that case, I really do think that is Townsville making that happen. They're challenging them each step of the way.
Hustler's got it now. It's knocked away by Gaze. Novacell has it with 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. She's got to get a shot off. Palvast going to fire the wing 3. That's strong. Fighting for the rebound and getting it is Mackay, who finds a cutting Novacell, who flips it up and in.
Again, looking for a call there, but none coming.
Yeah, Coach Walmsley thought that Natalie Novacell was undercut there. It could have been dangerous. Thankfully it wasn't. Bridget O'Brien's going to fire away from 3. That's strong. Great box out there by the captain, Letitia Hustler.
Yeah, Townsville on their defensive glass have done a really good job today.
Palvast again going to the right. A lot of contact, no call. Referee's going to let it go.
Yeah, look, Palvast has been using athleticism to attack the rim there, and the Logan Bigs straight up and down, and Palvast initiating the contact.
O'Brien goes inside to Smith. She's fouled. That's a good foul there by Anna Mackay. Going to send Cassie Smith. Just great position there by Smith and a great pass inside by O'Brien.
What a great seal from Smith, that she's turned there, opened up wide, driven the player back probably 2 feet and got that catch so deep. Really the only option the defense had was to foul. Such a good job by Smith.
Checking in for Townsville, Ainsley Walsh, and checking in for Logan is Jessica Taylor. Skyree's just getting a little treatment there from the trainer. She caught a little elbow in the eye, I think. Gonna go sidelines out of bounds. I don't know how that wasn't shooting. Smith was certainly in a shooting motion, I thought.
I would have thought so. Like she wasn't doing anything else catching it down there.
Smith, though, checked out. Matuga checks in. Gaze goes right inside to Ula Matuga. Good rip through. Layup, though, no good. Great offensive rebound by Bridget O'Brien. Now Matuga going to step back. Free throw line jump shot is off, and Novosel with the rebound.
Yeah, rare offensive rebound there for the Thunder, but unfortunately not able to convert.
Good steal there by Sarah Ambrose. She's kicking ahead for Taylor. Taylor's got to slow things down. Gets it out to O'Brien. Now Gaze has it. Gaze wants a screen. She gets one from Bridget O'Brien. She's double teamed. Great look for Matuga. Now Ambrose going to fire a three. That's good. We knotted up at 31 here off the Sarah Ambrose three-point shot. Andrews has it now. Corner for Novosel. She's going to fire an elbow extended jump shot, which is good. Gee, that's a tough shot from Novosel.
She was falling away, but again, still given that middle drive. They had her down there on the baseline, let her up and out, and able to get up near the elbow.
Gaze working on the defense there. I think that's Andrews, yep. Andrews going to get called for the foul. So that's the fourth team foul for Townsville with about 5:22 to go in the quarter, and it's a three-point lead here for Townsville.
Couple of calls here today. I sort of hear the whistle and have to wait and see which way they're calling it. Wasn't sure if we're going to see another moving screen call there or the reach.
Yeah, Gaze pulls up for a jump shot. It's no good. Andrews comes up with it for Townsville. Now Walsh has it. Up ahead to Palvest. Cassie Smith getting set to check back in. Palvest spins around a few times there. Throws a travel. O'Brien comes down with it for Logan, and Logan going to slow things down.
Looking to run a horn set themselves now.
Good screen by Ambrose. Matuga has it now. Finds O'Brien with about 9 on the shot clock. O'Brien's going to step back, fire a long two, which is strong. Ambrose tips it back. Can they save it? They do. Good hustle there by Ambrose. Gaze fires a ridiculously deep three that it doesn't touch anything but the bottom of the,
I don't even know if I got that, yeah.
Gaze going to get a breather now. Cassie Smith going to check back in. I think Gaze threw one up just to get herself a breather.
I don't know, was to get herself a breather, or she knew it was coming and wanted to get one more shot in, because with 14 on the shot clock and to throw that up, it's an interesting shot.
Gallagher now back out for Andrews, who fires the three that rolled in and out. O'Brien comes down with the defensive rebound. Smith looking to force her way through in transition is fouled by Novosel. I think that's the 15th foul. Yeah, 15th foul, so Cassie Smith going to go to line for 2 shots.
Yeah, again, Logan able to start pushing the ball a bit and earning themselves a trip to the line with Townsville scrambling in transition.
Smith misses the first. Second one is up, and that's good. Going to the bench is Townsville, and checking in is Anna Mackay for Haley Andrews, so hopefully I won't get confused. I'm sure I will. I probably just jinxed myself.
I say you'd caught it, you should be right now, but maybe not.
Long three for Walsh is no good. Ambrose with the strong defensive rebound. Big minutes here for Ula Matuga. Taylor hits Ambrose on the baseline. She'll fire a baseline jump shot. That's good, and Logan takes the lead 34-33. It's the first time they've been in the lead for a long time.
Yeah, great little turnaround jumper there on the short corner. Flash across the lane off the screen, and just beautiful to watch.
Novosel has it, top of the key, drives left. She's tripped up from behind. Looked like her legs got caught up with Cassie Smith.
You know, the ball sort of got caught on the legs as well. Just every time she's driving into 3 or 4 players. Logan are really keyed in on her.
Smith with the hesitation dribble, pulls up for a long two. That's way off. Gallagher with the rebound, and then they're going to get a foul call. Looks like that one's going to go on Bridget O'Brien. If it is, that's her 3rd personal. You're
kind there calling that dribble a hesitation dribble. I think I could see the Townsville bench looking at that as a carry, if not a double dribble, and happy to get the turnover and the foul to alleviate their pain.
There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. I had the score at 34-33. It's actually 33 all with 3:13 to go here in the first half. You're watching QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Back with you here at Cornubia Sports Complex. We're not at 33 with about 3 minutes to go in the first half. Townsville with the ball. That's Anna Mackay. Now Novosel has it. Mackay gets it back inside for Gallagher. Out to Novosel. Great ball movement. Three-pointer shot is short. Ainsley Walsh, though, comes out with the offensive rebound, and Townsville will get another set. Tough pass there inside for Novosel, and she's fouled.
Yeah, easy call there with hands in the back.
That one goes on Ula Matuga. That's the 15th foul for Logan. And Townsville will go to line for 2 shots now. Novosel misses the first. Second one is good, so it's back to a 1-point lead for Townsville.
And we're seeing Townsville looking to trap here. But Logan work way through it and end up with a lot of space because of it.
Gaze fires a jump shot, which is off. Good rebound there by Walsh.
Yeah, Townsville's bodies on that defensive glass have been impressive. I don't actually have an offensive rebounding stat for the Thunder here, but I can only think of one offensive board they've gotten tonight, so it's only going to be a couple at the most.
Novosel in the post is blocked there by Ambrose, so Novosel will go to line again for a couple shots.
That's a tougher call. There was a lot of ball on that block, but the ref's seeing some kind of contact somewhere.
Referees are always going to call it for you if there is a bit of contact and you're kind of going, you're making that swatting motion, I guess. That's why they always say go straight up, keep your hands straight up, but it doesn't always work that way, does it?
Yeah, no. I've sent in footage to the league with some players getting belted in that swatting motion and told, yeah, no foul there and justified. So I don't even try to fathom what they see and don't see there anymore.
Bit of a 1-2-2 here. Logan beats the press. Patrick kicks to the head now. Good ball movement, getting it to Gaze. Gets her feet in the paint, flips one up. That's short. Now Townsville off and running. Now Mackay has it. Working the ball around the perimeter, Townsville. Hustler's going to fire a 3. That goes in as well. Seen Hustler hit a few. The lead now 6 for Townsville.
Yeah, again, Townsville just showing good patience, moving the ball around until they got that open look.
Yeah, Hustler's got 10 points. Flipped up is no good. Gallagher comes up with the rebound. Now Mackay has it on the wing for Townsville. Again, good patience here by Townsville, just looking to see where they can attack. Novosel's jumper is no good. Gallagher is blocked by Ambrose. Now Taylor has it for Logan. Gets her feet in the paint, but picks up her dribble. Now out to Gaze. Gaze gets the double screen set for her. Backdoor cut by Matuga. She's blocked, but there's a lot of contact on the body there by Ainsley Walsh, and she's fouled.
Yeah, although it was a good block, much easier call there with the small Walsh coming over her back to get that and making a lot of contact with her back and shoulders.
There's a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one as well. With just about a minute to go here in the first half, it's a 39-33 lead for the Townsville Flames over the Logan Thunder on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to Cornubia Sports Complex. As Nothing But Net Media presents to you another QBL TV matchup. This time it's the Logan Thunder hosting the Townsville Flames. With a minute to go in the first half, Luke Peterson, what has Logan got to do to claw back this lead?
Well, obviously they're at the line right now, so an easy 2 here is going to go a long way. But that was a good timeout from the Logan coach there. You know, it was a minute and a half to go. Townsville had hit a couple of shots and stretched it back out to 6. So this, last minute, it's really key just to be able to stop that run, get a couple of buckets here. So stay keyed in. Just make sure you get a stop here. If you can do that, then you get down. You get the chance to pull it to, just 1 or 2 points on your next possession. So it's really just about getting 2 key stops. Keep them to the 39, and you're in a good way.
Matuga hits them both, so it's a 4-point lead. Now we're under a minute to go in the first half here. It's a dangerous pass there by Palvast. Gallagher nearly loses it, recovers, but it does go out of bounds. So good pressure there by Logan, forcing Townsville into a turnover.
Yeah, the kick ahead to Palvast was just a little bit too strong, and so when she threw that hard one, it was that'll go out of bounds, and then Townsville just off balance with their next pass after that.
Gaze finds Smith open in the corner for 3. That's good. Cassie Smith cuts the lead to 1. We said she was going to have to step up, and she has so far in the first half.
Well, she's been really impressive this afternoon. Just obviously on fire from outside. And here we see Logan doing the job. They've got 1 stop. If they can get the second stop here. Nope.
Hustler responds with another 3.
But they do have the ball. They can hold it here for 1 shot. And obviously if they're successful, we're still talking a 1 or 2 point game.
Taylor goes off of Matuga screen to the right wing. Now Ambrose has it over to Cassie Smith. Wing 3 is up. It's short. Fight for the rebound. Taylor comes up with it. The clock runs out. They're going to say, are they going to call it a jump ball? No, they're not. They're going to let the clock go. So at the half, it's a 42-38 lead for the Townsville Flames over the Logan Thunder.
Really good half of basketball there. We expected a tight one, and so far the first half it's delivered. We've seen runs both ways, with obviously Townsville coming out strong, Logan pulling it back, and then another run by Townsville to build that lead. And then obviously just in that last minute or so, Logan still clawing back a little bit. So it's been a great game, and I'm hoping that Townsville's legs don't get the better of them in the second half, and we see more of this continuing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We're going to take a break as well. It's halftime here in Logan. It is that 4-point lead for Townsville over the Thunder, 42-38. We'll come back with some first half statistics and the second half of action on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
Hi, my name is Jade and I play basketball for Queensland.
Well, some of the great things about the Aussie Hoops program would be the younger kids, developing their skills at lower ages.
The thing I love about playing basketball would be working as a team. I also love the energy and the atmosphere basketball has.
Favourite training session of the week would be my club training. It's more involved than just individual sessions.
If a kid approached me about playing basketball for the first time, I would definitely tell them about how much fun it is. Basketball's a game for everyone, and it's also an all year round sport.
It doesn't matter what shape or size you are, give basketball a go.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back, everybody. It's halftime here at the Cornubia Sports Complex, and it's the Logan Thunder trailing the Townsville Flames by 4, 42-38. Take a quick look at some of the halftime stats, please, Luke.
Yeah, the key ones that stand out for me, Townsville have been fantastic on the rebound, and they've got a 6-board advantage, which obviously we were talking about earlier that Logan have struggled to get anything off the offensive glass, and so that's kept them quiet there. So that was probably the most standout one there. The other thing that I'm looking at is just where the some of the field goal percentages for individuals. Novacell 66%. She's picking her shots well. She's seeing 3 and 4 defenders a lot of the time, and so she's been passing it around and stuff. So to still be dominating and leading the team, scoring at 14, shooting a high clip, and obviously making good decisions is a standout factor there as well.
Yeah, it was a quiet 14 though. I mean, it seemed like she didn't really. She had a quiet first half, and you look, and she's the leading scorer in the game.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't that the sign of a good player, that she doesn't need to do it off launching a lot of shots? She's got the 14 points off only 8 shots, but it's the 8 trips to the foul line that have got her to that 14 points in the game high there. When you look at the team field goal percentages, Logan down at 34%, so they've got to be happy to only be down for at shooting that inefficiently, but they can get their easy field goal percentage ones up by pushing that ball and getting those transition buckets. So if they can get that kind of game going, that could change things a bit, and then that would nullify anything that Townsville continue to do on the rebounding side.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Kate Gaze get hot just yet, but she's still got 8 points. Leading the way for Logan is Cassie Smith with 14. She also had a great first half.
Yeah, the difference between Novacell and Gaze's points is really what's stood out to me there, that Kate's only got 8 points, but she's taken the 13 shots and she's shooting 23% from the field. So she just hasn't been able to move the ball along and engage other players the same way Novacell has when those double and triple teams have been coming.
Yeah, Gaze missed her first shot there of the half. And then we see a turnover, though, on the other end for Townsville. Looking inside, Palves for Gallagher. Gallagher wasn't ready and couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, look, Logan, after a few early mishaps there with their transition, have done a much better job with defensive transition at getting back, and have forced a couple of errors as Townsville have tried to push the ball. There could also be some fatigue for Townsville. They're running hard, but the execution lagging at the end a little.
Let's see what Logan can do coming out of the half. Another turnover, though. This time it's Hustler stealing the ball. Gets it out.
That's what I'm looking for a call. Based on the way we've seen this game and the reaches and the bumps, some clear over the back play there where she's reached in, but no whistle coming.
And then on the other end, Ambrose does foul Sherry Gallagher, so Gallagher is going to go to the line for a couple of shots. And it was Ambrose who was looking for the foul call on the other end.
Yeah, and then down this end there, I mean, look, the defender was straight up with the arms, but obviously just a little bit too exuberant with stepping in with the body there and the pushing foul called.
Gallagher's first one is good. So we got our first points of the half. It's a free throw from Sherry Gallagher. Second one is good as well, so it's a 6-point lead again now for Townsville.
Yeah, with carrying possession into the half for Logan, I'm sure they were really keen to lock in and get some early points and bridge that back. Didn't do it, but a quick 3 from Kate Gaze there does certainly help. Back to 3 points, the margin now.
She doesn't hesitate either. Even when she's struggling, she's still looking for a shot. She was wide open there, able to get her feet set. Walsh driving on Gaze is fouled on the other end.
So, yeah, well, like, while I was criticising some of her ability to move the ball against that double team there, you can't not love the fact that a true scorer, when they do get that right opportunity, that open 3 that she had there, that they don't blink. They get it off and obviously knock it down.
Walsh hits the first one. Misses the second, though. Free throws could become a key aspect to this game. It's only a 4-point lead. Hustler getting down on the floor. She can't complete the steal. Smith hits the long 2. Her jump shot's going tonight. It could be a long one for Townsville if Cassie Smith continues stroking it from deep.
Yeah, look, she's really playing a hell of a game. Looking for the foul call on that last one too.
Yeah, how about that bucket there by Novacell? She went the Euro step, wrong-footed layup, gets it to fall.
Yeah, just makes it look easy.
Reese in the block, turnaround jump shot, no good. Cassie Smith tips the rebound to herself, though, gets it out to Gaze. Gaze going to fire a 3, that's off. You got to live with that from Kate Gaze, because if she can hit that shot, and you don't want to stop her getting herself hot. Palvast misses the left-handed layup. Walsh, though, with the rebound and put back.
As a coach, though, I'm going one way or the other, and I'm either saying to Kate, hey, if we don't have rebounders in there, you can't just keep shooting them, or I'm saying to my other girls, hey, you know when she's touching it, it's going up. We've got to get some bodies on the glass. Because too many shots going up, and only blue Townsville jerseys there to collect them.
Yeah, Logan, a lot of their action from the outside. We see Taylor miss another long jump shot. You got to try and get the ball inside. They have a pretty good size advantage inside. Reese can do some work inside. Smith we've seen on the block as well.
And Ambrose.
That's right. Gallagher going to put up the jump shot strong. Novosel tips it, but Gaze comes down with it. Let's see if they look to get a paint touch here.
And I think they've looked good when they do.
Taylor flips up a reverse layup attempt, and she's fouled. That one's going to go on Natalie Novosel. That's Novosel's first personal, and it's the first team foul for Townsville in the quarter.
We'll see how Taylor goes here, stepping to the line. First one is good. Second one bouncing off the back of the rim.
49-44 the lead. Corner three for Novosel is good. 8-point lead now for Townsville off the back of a Novosel corner three.
Yeah, how she gets lost and left that open, you just can't have that when...
Gaze fires the baseline jump shot, which is no good. And Hustler comes down with it for Townsville. And again, we just see the difference in control here. Logan, no passing, quick jump shot. Townsville going to work the clock, look to get themselves a good look at the bucket.
Yeah,
Novosel, putting on a show. She's starting to heat up for Townsville. The lead back up to double digits for the Flames.
There's the second danger with a player like Novosel, that if you lose her and she gets a couple of those easy shots to go, after that, they can get so hot it doesn't matter what you do.
Referee's going to call Sarah Ambrose for the offensive foul. And Coach Williams going to take a timeout. Actually, I think they gave that one to Taylor, not Ambrose. Timeout taken on the floor, so we'll take one as well with about 6:40 to go in the third quarter. It's a 10-point lead for Townsville here on Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Back with you here at the Cornubia Sports Complex as the Townsville Flames are leading the Logan Thunder 54-44 with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Good time out there by Coach Graham Williams for Logan.
Yeah, we'd seen a couple of easy baskets and then the offensive foul on Logan as well. So the Tide very quickly pulling in Townsville's direction. So Logan needing to stem that there. Right now we're seeing the decision-making of Townsville, what you were talking about before, just being so much better. But there are areas where Logan's been winning this battle. They've been doing a great job. They've been out hustling a lot more. They're sending numbers repeatedly, making big plays, and they've been better in transition. So they've just got to be playing more into those strengths to be able to bridge this back, and then they can still be in the game.
That was a great take there by Novosel. I thought Reese got a good block, but they called her for the foul. So Novosel is going to go to the line again for a couple shots.
Yeah, just arriving that little bit too late, but she did certainly get a lot of ball.
Novosel hits the first. It's an interesting shooting motion. There's a little bit of a hitch in there, isn't there?
Yeah, you almost feel like she's going to fall over that line. That time a bit more balanced.
So
but if it ain't broke.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's the leading scorer in the game. She got 23. And really, it looks like this quarter she's only now starting to heat up.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she had that very quiet 14 in the...
Good block there by Smith. Novosel recovers, puts it in, and she's fouled. Ainsley Walsh with the steal on one end. And then you see Natalie Novosel capitalizing on the other.
That's it, already pushing up to a season average now with the quiet 14 in the first, and then a fantastic opening 4 minutes here in the third quarter.
Free throw attempt gets the roll, so it's 15 now. The lead for the Flames. Logan, they don't necessarily need to respond right now, but they can't let this one get out of hand. They're still in this game. Gay is going to fire a jump shot. She's fouled there by Walsh. That's a good foul there by Ainsley Walsh. Just put her on the free throw line. Don't let her get going from the outside.
Yeah, it was always going to be a tough shot, so contesting it may have been enough, but definitely better to make that hard contact and take the option away altogether.
Checking in for Ainsley Walsh is Haley Andrews. Kate Gay's at the free throw line for 2 shots. Hits the first.
Yeah, she's very comfortable at the foul line.
Yeah, she shoots around 88%, so she's definitely comfortable at the free throw line. But, free throws can get you going, too,
Exactly
especially
right.
when you're a jump shooter. Good pass inside. Palvast, jump shot is no good. Novosel, though, steals the rebound, puts it up and in. She is absolutely taking over this game, doing whatever she wants, anywhere on the court she wants.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer there is for that. Like, Palvast's shot was probably one of the forced ones that we were talking about not seeing much of from Townsville, but then Novosel just cleaning up.
Reese has it. She's going to fire a deep one that's short. Palvast comes up with it for Townsville, kicks ahead for Novosel. Novosel going right at the defense, flips one up. It's no good. O'Brien gets it now to Gaze.
I think Reese might have got some fingertips on that one.
Good D there by Sky Reese. Cassie Smith. Good pass inside for O'Brien. O'Brien turnaround jump shot is good. Bridget O'Brien got herself in a bit of foul trouble there in the first half.
Yeah,
now
nice,
she's back.
Nice to see Logan going back into the paint and getting some scoring there.
Good screen by Palvast. Good pass inside for Andrews, who can't get the roll, but she's fouled. She'll go to line for 2 shots.
What a good cut too there, just sitting in the corner, and as the action's gone away, making that cut, lost gaze somewhere in the process, and caught it under the bucket for the open shot and picking up the foul.
Yeah, great bounce pass there too by Letitia Hustler. Reese checks out. Patrick checks in for Logan. Andrews hits the first. So it's a 14-point lead here for Townsville. I really like what Townsville has done in this quarter here. They really kind of put the clamps in defensively, and they're being very patient offensively, kind of running and getting what they want on the offensive end.
Yeah, Novosel just putting her stamp on the game's had a big part of that.
Smith goes to the bucket. She can't finish, fighting for the rebound. Andrews had control of it, but she was out of bounds, so Logan will have the ball along the baseline with a fresh shot clock at 14 seconds.
Yeah. Logan really are just needing to get a good couple of sets in a row, get some buckets, tighten this back up.
Gay's baseline jump shot is good. Good, strong, aggressive take there by Kate Gaze.
Yeah, created the space with the hard dribble, the defender dropping back, and then making the easy bucket.
But soft transition defense, and Townsville makes them pay. Back to 14 now, the lead for Townsville. Pass nearly stolen by Palvast. Cassie Smith going to step into a 3. It's short. O'Brien can't get the offensive rebound. Novosel is fouled right at center court there by Cassie Smith. That's the 15th foul for Logan. Townsville going to go to the line for a couple of free throws. Coach Walmsley wanted the intentional foul call. She definitely didn't go for the ball there.
No, but certainly wasn't clear path. It was just a fatigued reach, so I'm okay with that call. When you look at the floor right now, though, John, which team, if you didn't know better, is playing their third game of the weekend?
You look at the energy levels, and Townsville is just absolutely powering through.
Yeah, Logan looked tired. They've got hands on knees and bent over. Townsville looking fresher.
And Townsville comes out with a bit of a press here. O'Brien kicks it ahead for Patrick. And it's just an aggressive style of play when you see Logan's a bit passive both offensively and defensively, where Townsville is just being completely aggressive on both ends.
They're up and in. We've seen that press on and off all night. They're not doing anything to sort of sit back and rest the tight legs they're pushing and looking the better for it.
Yeah, great defensive set there by Townsville. Palvast pass is tipped. Andrews comes down with it back to Palvast, who blows the layup. And you see Coach Walmsley, he just wants them getting back in D, in transition D, and they're doing a great job, not allowing any easy buckets for Logan. Ball stripped away there by Gallagher out of bounds. Good defensive set there, and a good hands there by Sherry Gallagher.
Yeah, look, Townsville, I think, know that if this game's in the half court, they've got the advantage that they're only going to give up the one shot, and it's going to be a forced one from the perimeter. They've just got to make sure that they don't leak the transition buckets.
And Mackay checks back in. Gaze fires a jumper. That's no good. Good offensive rebound there by Ula Matuga. She tries to go up with it. Cassie Smith is blocked there by Novosel. So Matuga lost it. Smith jump shot, and Novosel blocked it.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see both teams still staying in the play and active there. But see the difference in the half court. So much easier there for Townsville with a great pass, and Palavat just making the easy layup to finish it off.
Yeah, great look inside. Matuga picks up the foul, so not only did Palvast get the bucket, but she'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity. Ula Matuga fouled her.
And to Matuga, that's her fourth, so could be sitting down for a little while with that one.
Free throw is no good by Palvast. Offensive rebound by Novosel, but they're going to call her for the over the back. That's her second personal and the third team foul for Townsville.
That looked like a fair contest there. I think she just got the out jump, but the ref calling a soft one. Game, we're seeing the extended pressure from Townsville. And Logan not cutting through it as early as they were earlier in the game.
Smith goes all the way. There's a lot of contact there. No call. And ball goes out of bounds off of Townsville, so Logan will maintain possession. Gaze gets the inbound. Now O'Brien has it. Logan just very stagnant here. Not a lot of cuts. Very sloppy handling the ball. Smith pull-up jump shot is off. And Gallagher comes down with the rebound. Logan just can't get a bucket. They need something really easy.
Yeah, their half-court sets, they're a little bit stagnant, so Townsville aren't having to work too hard there. So they're able to just get up and in, and they're not finding the looks that they need.
Three seconds on the shot clock. Gallagher's going to fire a three. That one rolls home, and it's a 21-point lead for Townsville. Coach Graham Williams is going to have to take another timeout, so we'll take one as well. With just about 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, Townsville starting to run away with it here at Logan. 71-50 the lead on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
Hi, my name is Jade and I play basketball for Queensland.
Well, some of the great things about the Aussie Hoops program would be the younger kids, developing their skills at lower ages.
The thing I love about playing basketball would be working as a team. I also love the energy and the atmosphere basketball has.
Favourite training session of the week would be my club training. It's more involved than just individual sessions.
If a kid approached me about playing basketball for the first time, I would definitely tell them about how much fun it is. Basketball's a game for everyone, and it's also an all year round sport.
It doesn't matter what shape or size you are, give basketball a go.
Back here in Cornubia, it's a 21-point lead for Townsville. Coach Graham Williams calls a timeout. Gaze fires a three that's strong. Andrews comes up with it. She's going full court, goes right at the bucket. Layup is no good, but she's fouled. She's going to go to line for two shots, and we were talking about it in the timeout there. The transition defense is terrible for Logan.
Yeah,
they're just getting beat down the court. They not only do they look fatigued, but to me, I don't like saying it's an effort thing, but the body language for Logan is just not there for me.
Yeah, a lot of it is their shot selection too. They're shooting shots without rebounders there, and they're long shots, which are leading to long rebounds. So you don't need to make an outlet pass. You're picking it up straight into your bust-out dribble, hitting your runners ahead. So, and they're early in the shot clock. It's like half the team aren't expecting the ball to go up so that you're not getting a safety back. And, if they can clean up what they're doing at the offensive end and find a better look, then it's certainly a lot easier if you can make the bucket. But if at least it's one where you've got a contest on the glass and some safety back, it's a different look at the other end.
Novosel gets a breather on the other end. They're trying to go inside, but this is a really, can't take anything away from the Townsville defense also. They're playing a great defensive game, really kind of smothering Gaze anytime she gets the ball, forcing Logan to really take those outside jump shots. Anytime they get any paint action, Townsville collapses and forces them to kick it back out.
Yeah, look, they have been doing a good job. They're moving really well. Playing with really sort of almost a four-guard lineup out there at the moment.
So who can step up for Logan? Reese looking to go at the defense. Flips one up and gets the roll, so that's a good bucket. It's good to see them go inside. Cuts the lead to 21.
Of course, one distinct difference that we haven't talked about here is this is the first stint tonight without Novosel on the floor for the Flames.
Well, there's only a minute to go now in the third. Mackay has it in the corner. Now back out to Palvast. Mackay and Palvast playing 2-on-1. Inside pass for Palvast. Her jump shot is blocked. Gallagher recovers. That's blocked as well. Somehow Mackay comes up with it and beats the buzzer for Townsville.
Just a way to stay with it there from the Flames.
Yeah, they had 2-3 goes at that one there. And again, that's passion, that's spirit, that's wanting the ball.
Yeah, and to see that much effort on, as the clock's winding down in the third quarter of Game 3, that's a great sign.
Cross-court pass is knocked out of bounds there by Walsh. So Logan's got 4 seconds to go on the shot clock with about 30 seconds to go on the game clock. So Patrick checks in for Gallagher, for Smith. Patrick inbounds for Taylor. Taylor's got to get the shot off. Goes right to the rack. Layup attempt, no good. But she's fouled, and she will go to line for 2 shots. That's a nice aggressive play there by Taylor. She nearly had a shot clock violation there.
She got it off in time, though. And, look, we haven't seen her drive much today. She's only had 2 or 3 drives and has earned herself 2 trips to the foul line from that. So something that she'd certainly look to keep doing as they try to get back into it.
Taylor misses the first. Novosel going to get set to check back in here for Townsville. It's about 28 seconds to go. Taylor misses them both. Palvast comes up with the rebound. I want to keep Novosel in here. Let's see if he calls a timeout to get her in. Walsh kicks it out. Pass knocked out of bounds there. Off the hands of Logan. So Novosel will check in for Walsh with 11 seconds to go on the shot clock and just about 15 seconds to go on the game clock.
Yeah, with so little time left, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them try and run most of that 11 off.
Novosel, though, loses it. Patrick comes up with it for Logan. She's going one-on-one, goes to the basket. Layup attempt, no good, but she's fouled. That's a great take there by Patrick. And not a bad foul there by Haley Andrews.
That wasn't a foul. She's called that offensive. The Logan coach was up and he wasn't happy, but the Townsville defender was going back. I think it's a good call.
I thought it was quite questionable. I definitely thought it was a defensive foul. Nonetheless, Townsville gets the benefit of the call. Haley Andrews is going to fire away. That's short, and the clock's going to run out on the Townsville Flames. That's the end of the third quarter. Townsville will go into the fourth quarter up 23, 75-52. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the final quarter action here on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back here to Cornubia Sports Complex as Nothing But Net Media presents to you QBL TV. I'm John Guarna. I'm joined today by Luke Peterson. And Luke, taking a look at that third quarter stats there, it was a 33-14 quarter win for Townsville.
Yeah, largely driven for Townsville on Novacell, just going to work. 16 points for the quarter and a rest for the first time tonight, so she's really driven that. Their execution in the half court was great. They had good patience. There were sets there where Logan were playing good D for 18, 20 seconds, and they just dropped the ball in that last couple, and Townsville made them pay. And the 13, you were talking about it as that quarter wound down, that Townsville doing a really good job getting up and into Logan, making everything tough, and they struggled to find points, and the 13 points there shows that, and so that 20 points really stretching out the margin.
Yeah, Natalie Novacell, how about that third quarter? We can't give you the quarter stats, but gee, she's got 30 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. She's 9 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, but she's been to the free throw line 13 times and has hit 11 of those shots. So Natalie Novacell, the difference there. I wish we had the quarter breakdown, because I reckon she would have had about 20 of those in the third. And coming out firing is Townsville. That's another 3 for Hustler.
Yeah, well, we know she had 14 at the half, so there's 16 points there. She had 8 trips to the line at halftime, so another 5 there in the third quarter, and a couple of those rebounds as well. It was a fantastic quarter.
Gaze comes back and answers, so 78-54 the lead. Hustler is 4 of 6 from 3 on the game for 12 points. Palvast wide open underneath, blows the layup. Bit of contact there. I think she was looking for the foul. But you see Coach Walmsley getting his troops back on transition defense.
They were back, but nobody picked up the ball there.
Yeah, and Coach Walmsley not happy about that. He's going to take a timeout. I don't mind that timeout. It's a quick one, but he wasn't happy with the team's transition defense. He does not want Logan to get hot.
No, I'm taking that timeout too, because if you can get the job done now and stem that tide with that kind of lead, you don't need to keep them up your sleeve for a minute to go. But, again, you let them get hot, they pull this margin down, it gets close, then you've only got yourself to blame if you hadn't called it.
Yeah, so good timeout there by Coach Walmsley. There is about 9 minutes to go here in the game. It's a 22-point lead, 78-56. But, again, you just want to kind of settle the troops. Guys, hey, third game, 3 days. I'll give you a bit of a breather. It's going to be tough for us. What are you telling the troops if you're Coach Walmsley?
Hey, look, let's just control the ball down this end. Let's not turn it over. We don't need quick shots. Every time we take 24 off the shot clock, it's 24 off the game clock. So let's just make sure we find the shot we want. The real challenge for Logan, yes, we've seen a couple of good buckets already, but can they get the stops? All right, so
I thought we might see a bit of pressure here from Logan coming out of the timeout. Gaze does foul Novacell, completely unintentional there. They kind of just got caught up. But when, if you're Coach Williams for Logan, when do you start going to the press and try and force some turnovers?
Look, I'm with you. I wouldn't have been surprised if we'd seen it there, because not only then do you obviously get the stop, but you get some quick points back the other way with the easy scores you get off it.
7 on the shot clock. Walsh, 3-point attempt is no good. Palvast with the offensive rebound. Her pass stolen, though, by Kate Gaze.
Yeah, so we did get to see Townsville run, almost a full 24 off there and get the O board, but Logan do a good job forcing that turnover.
Taylor open for 3, top of the key. The jump shot is strong. Novacell comes down with the rebound. She's going to slow things down a bit.
Yeah, only blue jerseys there on that ball, so just no hustle even though they're down.
Hustler's 3 is off, fighting for the rebound. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Logan. Good hustle there by Walsh and O'Brien, getting tied up, trying to fight for the rebound.
That's it, yeah. We're seeing the Townsville don't want to give anything away. I'm surprised they shot that ball there with only 7 seconds off the shot clock. Yes, it was open, but you just don't. They can get better.
Patrick picks up her dribble, goes into Reese, hands it back off to Patrick, driving baseline pass, tipped around. O'Brien saves it, but she stepped out of bounds, so that's a turnover for Logan. Just when you think the tide might turn a little bit, a few silly turnovers by Logan kind of stems the flow.
Yeah, I mean, that was good rotating defense by Townsville. And it's just that's it. Their players seem to want it more. They made that extra effort to get there and force the turnover.
Novacell gets fouled by Sky Reese going to the bucket. That's Reese's 3rd personal foul, and Novacell is going to go to the free throw line. She's made herself pretty comfortable at the free throw line. She's 11 of 13. Make it 12 of 14.
That's it. Look, if she can just get a couple more trips there tonight, that's enough to get the job done. Just keep that scoreboard ticking over.
Hits them both, so it's 80-56 the lead now for Townsville. Let's see what Logan can do here. Gay's going to fire a step-back three. That's no good. Reese somehow comes up with the rebound, gets it back out to Kate Gaze. Gaze working on Walsh, goes to the left. There's 7 on the shot clock. Reese gets it. Turnaround jump shot is off. Patrick with the follow. She can't finish. And Gallagher comes up with it for Townsville. Again, though, you see them collapsing and forcing an outside jump shot.
Yeah, look, it was still good there. Good to finally see Logan getting in and getting on the offensive glass again, but just unable to convert.
Taylor steals it, can't finish on the other end. Good pressure there by Natalie Novosel.
Yeah, and can now the Logan girls hold composure. When you're missing shots like that, you just feel like there's nothing going our way today on a good drive.
Gaze off the screen, jump shot is short, but she's fouled there by Walsh. That's going to be the 4th personal foul there on Walsh. And checking into the game is going to be Haley Andrews for Ainsley Walsh. Gaze hits the first. Clock definitely not in Logan's favor. Got about 7 minutes to go in the game, and they're trailing by 20 plus.
Yeah, and with the dead ball situation of the foul line, now would be another good time to get the press on, and we are seeing a 2-2-1 right here.
Got to come back with that trap on the sideline there. They didn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, they had her in the front court corner too, right where you want her, but didn't stop the ball coming back in the middle to Novosel.
Hustler puts it on the deck, steps through, flips up a wild one. O'Brien comes down with it. Kicked up ahead for Patrick. Patrick going right at Novosel, and Novosel going to get called for the foul. So going to the free throw line is Carly Patrick. It's going to be her first 2 free throws of the game.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of questionable shots from Hustler here in this 4th quarter, and that's, that second one just then led to the transition play that forced Novosel to have to foul here.
So Patrick at the line hits the first. Pretty good crowd piling in here for the ladies game, and of course the men going to back it up. We'll have that men's game for you as well on another stream on Basketball Queensland's YouTube channel.
Yeah, good to see the people coming out for that top of the table clash and catching the end of this great ladies game that we've seen.
Mackay putting the ball on the deck, kicks it out for Novosel. Pass is tipped by Taylor. There's 6 on the shot clock. Novosel gets a screen, look away pass, but goes left. Gee, she looked one way, went left, and finished with the left hand. She's just got it going on tonight.
What a great shot there, like just straight through the lane, stretching out in a scooping reverse layup with the left hand. That's just all class.
It's unreal. 6:20 to go now. 22-point lead here for Townsville. I was anticipating a much more a closer game, to be honest with you. I really think Logan has the talent to be a competitor in this competition. Townsville, though, just showing their class, and got to give Logan credit. They're still in it, and they're fighting to the end here. But I think you see missing someone like Michaela Donnelly, who runs the show for you. We've said it a few times tonight, where Logan kind of looks a bit questionable on offense, and I think you have that that experienced guard in Michaela Donnelly could make a difference.
Yeah, it certainly does. Look, they've shown that they can run with Townsville right there, right through the first half, but that 3rd quarter, where Townsville just got it down and started executing well, that's the same time that we saw Logan struggling to find anything in the half court, and that's where a player like Donnelly with her experience can make a difference and find better shots, not just for herself, but obviously for her teammates as well.
And she's a great defender also, don't forget that.
Absolutely.
Novosel with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock goes inside. Gallagher's got to fire up the baseline jump shot. That's off. It's tipped around. Coming down with it is Anna Mackay, and Townsville again will run some clock here. Smallest player on the floor gets the offensive rebound. Now she steps into a baseline jump shot. That's good. How's Anna Mackay?
Just, again, wants it more than the Logan girls right now.
The score was not 612. Sorry about that. It's 84-62. That would have been a world record score, I think, there.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Just got my numbers mixed up a bit. Sorry about that. Gallagher forcing away to the paint, misses. Now Andrews comes up with the rebound. 6 to go on the shot clock. Palvast has it. Turnaround jump shot is good. 86-62 the lead here for Townsville.
Yeah, a little heat from Logan early, but Townsville have weathered that and are now continuing to push on and stretch the lead again.
Grease going to fire a jump shot, which is short. Gallagher hands over to Novosel. Let's see what Novosel does here. Pass on the block to Palvast. She jumps, hands off though for Mackay. And everything going Townsville's way here. How about the defense from Haley Andrews on Gaze? Patrick's going to fire a jump shot. That's no good. Mackay with the defensive rebound. I mean, you look at Townsville here, and everyone who's played minutes has played quality minutes for the Flames.
Yes, that's right. Look, they haven't gone very deep into their bench at all, and given again the amount of time that they've been playing ball this weekend with the 3 games, this Townsville team's in good shape.
Hey, Coach Williams going to take a timeout with his team down now 29 points, 91-62. We'll take a break as well. It's Townsville here over Logan on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to Cornubia Sports Complex here in Logan as the Thunder trail the Townsville Flames 91-62. An absolute clinic being put on here by Townsville, just really doing whatever they want in this matchup.
Yeah, look, we saw Logan sort of battle away for a bit, but the last couple of minutes have felt more like the third quarter where everything going Townsville's way. Logan just being forced into shooting tough perimeter shots and nothing but blue jerseys there to clean it up when it misses.
Cassie Smith forced one up there. Townsville comes down with the rebound. They'll work some more clock here. Palvas gets it on the block, fires a jumper. That's short. Offensive rebound by Novosel, and she puts it in.
Just so balanced as she goes up there. So fundamentally sound.
Townsville looking like they might crack triple figures here.
I'd say at 93, yeah, that's in their sights and something that they're keen to be able to do.
Gaze going left, jump shot no good. Ambrose with a nice offensive rebound. Gets it out to Kate Gaze, goes in the block. Cassie Smith rolls baseline, she's fouled, and she'll go to line for 2 shots. A little bit, we need to see a little bit more of that from Logan. I think they were effective when they got the ball on the blocks to Reese, Cassie Smith even. We saw Ambrose do a bit of work inside, but got to give the credit to Townsville as they go to the bench. Palvast and Mackay going to check out. Checking in is Magella Carey and also Bianca Johnson. But Townsville's defense was good, but I think Logan gave up on the inside play a little bit too early.
Yeah, look, I just don't think it was in their own mind's focal point. They settled for jump shots too often where, it wasn't like the ball went in and then they collapsed around them and made it tough. The ball just didn't go in.
Andrews blows the layup. Follow is no good, but Andrews gets the rebound. Gallagher has it. They work it around to Novosel with 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. She's got to get a shot off. She's going to step back and fire a 3, which is an air ball. Goes out of bounds, so not a bad defensive set there from Logan. Probably just Townsville, you got in Bianca Johnson and Magella Carey kind of a little tentative when they had the ball.
Yeah, that's right. Like, they've got a few bench players in. It was a set where they still gave up 2 offensive rebounds, so as a coach, I don't know that I could be too happy with it. But, yeah, you got away with a bad shot at the end.
Matuga turns the ball over. Andrews going one-on-one, going right at Gaze. Layup attempt is good. 95-63 now the lead here for Townsville.
Yeah, realistically, they're Bianca going 1-on-0 with a defender just in the proximity. There was no defense wanting to be played on that.
Pass a bit too strong. So that's a turnover. Checking into the game for Townsville, Sarah Hesp and Ainsley Walsh. Also checking in for Logan, Jade Kirasome, and Hazel Fui.
Yeah, it's that point now where you just want to keep everybody healthy and safe. Get some extra reps for some of your bench players that don't get to see a lot of time. And it's these misses that might just, prove the difference for them, come a big moment in a later game.
Walsh's three is good, so we're at 98-63 now for Townsville.
Yeah, pushing in on that century mark. Look at that switch.
Yeah, it was a great switch. Gaze has it again now. Ambrose working on the block. Turnaround jump shot is good.
Haven't seen it in 2.5 quarters, but looks as good as it did in the first.
Yeah, that's only the second or third one we've seen Ambrose get. Got about a minute 30 now to go in the game. It's 98-65 for Townsville. Three-point bucket for Bianca Johnson is good. Well, it was only a two-pointer, but there's the triple digits for Townsville. Bianca Johnson gets on the score sheet with about a minute 30 to go now in the game.
Townsville still looking to push up the floor with their defensive pressure.
Cassie Smith going to fire a three. That's strong. Good offensive rebound there by Taylor. She's going to bring things back out and reset. Smith gets free on the baseline. Her layup is good. 100-67 now for Townsville. Inside pass for Carey. She's double teamed, turns it over. Fui comes up with it for Logan. Good kick ahead now for Ambrose. Ambrose hands off for Taylor. Taylor layup is good. So we got about 45 seconds to go here in the game. Turnover here as Kirasome steals it, kicks ahead for Taylor. Taylor nearly loses it. Kirasome picks it up, though, for Logan. Ambrose going to fire a wing three. That's strong. Fighting for the rebound, and jump ball called here by the referees. Possession arrow favors Townsville. So 30 seconds to go in the game here. Luke, you want to take a look at some stats?
Just having a look through them at the moment just to sort of see where we're at. Just looking at the fact that obviously those last three scores from Logan, just going back to it, they haven't been doing enough of tonight, getting on the rim on either post play or drives, and just sort of trying to look to see where their shots have been coming from for the most part.
Carey can't handle the pass. It goes out to Johnson, whose jump shot is no good. Hustling for the rebound is Sarah Ambrose. Kicks ahead now for Smith. This is going to be the last possession of the game. Hazel Fui gets it out to Kirasome. Step back is not there. And the clock runs out on the Logan Thunder as they drop the 100-69 decision to the Townsville Flames. And we look at the stats again, Luke, that fourth quarter was also a dominant one for Townsville.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time for that fourth one to get rolling, but then once they found their rhythm, they pulled away quite a bit there. And realistically, more done off Logan's inability to find buckets until late than Townsville really hitting tough shots or anything. They just kept weathering away, finding the open bucket here and there, and that was enough to stretch it.
Yeah, a couple easy buckets there for Townsville, got them rolling. Natalie Novosel, definitely my player of the game. 39 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. Shot a pretty fair clip, 66% from the field, 40% from three, and 86% from the free throw line. When you got someone dropping 40 points, you're in good stead.
When you got someone dropping 39 points and only needing 18 shots from the field to do it, the efficiency is off the charts there. You just read out those percentages, which are just outstanding. And then you add onto that the 11 rebounds that she had. She was just everywhere tonight and really led from the front.
Yeah, Townsville also had 17 points from Chevy Palvast. Tisha Hustler, the captain, had 12 points. And how about Sherry Gallagher, 9 points and 12 rebounds. Townsville shot 47% from the field, 41% from 3, and 77% from the free throw line. They out-rebounded Logan, 51 rebounds to 39.
Yeah, big difference there. And when we look at the comparisons to Logan's figures there, shooting only 25% from the field, 33% from three-point range, and only getting to the foul line, 20 times as a team. It wasn't great. So I read some individual figures there. So it's 32% from the field and 29% from three. But the numbers are distinctly different, and it's starting at the top there that Kate Gaze has actually shot the ball 6 more times than what we saw Novacell doing for Townsville, yet ending up with half the points. So great differences in the efficiencies there, not just on those players' shoulders, but what their teams around them did on defense on their respective team star players.
Yeah, and I just thought Townsville did a great job defensively. I was really impressed with the games of Haley Andrews and Anna Mackay. They really had that matchup primarily with Kate Gaze and did a great job shutting her down. So credit to them. Credit to Townsville on the big win, 100-69. That's going to wrap things up for the women's game here. I just want to thank Chris Sieber on the camera and Luke Peterson on the call with me. We're going to shut this stream down, and we'll come back with the men's game just about around 3 o'clock tip, I think it's scheduled for. So tune in to that. Again, 169 the win for the Townsville Flames over the Logan Thunder women here on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.